Okay. Can you now see my screen? Is it up? And is it legible enough, or should I increase the size?
You could increase the size, but we're seeing it.
Okay, okay. How about now?
Ah, better, thank you.
Okay. So the first tool we're going to use is Canva. So all these tools, one good thing about them is you've got free access to some aspects of it at least. There are some features you can't use on the free tier version, but at least to the basic, you're able to create interactive flashcards. And I think if not because I know funds matter, but you're able to accomplish even if it's a little out of it, you can tap in. So with Canva, you create a free account, and then if you want to, let's say, create a flashcard, let's start by doing like a reverse engineering of something I played around with, and then we'll see where we're going to from there. So I'm sorry, just a second. So this is just something really basic I created, like for them to know their foods or know their fruits. You could do something like this with Canva. And apart from just creating the flashcards, you could also record yourself while presenting your presentation, your slides to the children. So I'll stop sharing and just go straight ahead to where's this thing? Okay, I'll go back to the browser now. So after creating a free account, I don't know, should we go through with somebody else's account? Just who's going to volunteer with the email, if it's okay by you anyway. Or if not, I'll just go through with the accounts I've created for myself. Have you got any volunteers, please? Okay. Anybody, or should I just go ahead?
Maybe you could go ahead. Me, I'm not in a good place to.
Okay, no problem at all. So we go through the steps of creating, we're just going to create a simple flashcard. So you've got a number of templates here. These tools are very easy to go through. So with Canva, if you want to create a flashcard, you go through Okay, there's some create button. Why is it freezing? You go through this create button and then you select presentation. And then in the presentation, it's asking you, what would you like to create? So I'll a poster. Mahmoud, can you please admit some people in the waiting room? Okay. Sorry, it's taking a So it opens a page for you after you select the poster, and then you have flashcards templates. So it's up to you if you want an alphabet flashcards, number flashcards, or even the case of trying to create like a daily routine template for the kids. You could just use something like that. So, or maybe like a social skill improvement. So let's see. So you've got a number of flashcards here. So you can these ones you see a little crown symbol attached to the template. It shows you it's not free. You have to subscribe to get access to that. But we can go along with the free ones. So let's try to open this one. So you're taking this one has up to 4 pages. This one has up to 4 pages. So let's try to. So we have it here. So this is like a maths template one. You're able to edit and change the content of any canvas you're going to use. So we have that for the maths. Let's just change it to simple addition. So it's just something that's basic. I'm not trying to create a whole load of content just to show how you can edit around this and customize it according to how you like. And You could also create your own presentation out of this. So you come here to, sorry, to elements here. In case you want to add an audio clip or you want to record yourself talking or a video clip. We have a lot of graphics to use. So for this addition, for example, you would want to, demonstrate, what it means to say, okay, 2 plus 4 equals to, sorry, 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. So you could add in images to demonstrate that, or shapes or stickers or anything. So we could say adding basic, let's say the cycle. You could minimize it. Sorry. Let's add another one. So we've got 2 here. So in place of having these numbers, sorry, let me just increase this canvas here. So you could have 2 balls, for example. Okay. Yeah, so rather than have, the numerals written as this, you could just, create some your symbols out of it to make it more visually attractive or easier for the learners to count. So I'll say tools like Canva, enable you to communicate your work the way you want the learner to assimilate. So let's try to add an element of, okay, sorry, let me go back to. So as I said, you could record yourself. So if you've got an image idea or a visualization idea, let's try to generate an image. So let's say Let's see if this works. So it's not giving us that exactly. Okay, but okay, this is not available on the free tier. So it only giving us pictures, images of apples. But if there's a picture you want to use, like for these avocados I have somewhere else, I generated them, so I'll say okay. So it's going to like generate a number of images for you. So depending on what tools or what visuals you want to have in your material. So let's try to add a voice. What's AI voice, please? What's wrong with this thing today? I'm very sorry. Okay. The images, sorry. So this is another example of a flashcard. You could search for social convention. Let's see. Daily routine for kids. So you have something like this. You're able to edit it and change it to what you want. So it just teaches them basic social skills, how to relate with people. This one says, okay, when somebody's speaking, listen and always raise your hands before talking in class. And this shows the importance of lining up. And then, okay, sit down, do your homework and all that. So it all depends on the kind of things you want to do. So I'm just trying to try to help us generate a video. I explored and sorry, just a second. I'll stop sharing and quickly reshare again. I don't know, something is wrong with my screen. I'll stop sharing and share again. Okay. So while I try to sort out, please, I don't know if there's any comments or observations so far. While I try, just a second, I sort out this recording thing. I think because I'm doing the camera, I'm doing the Zoom meeting and recording. I don't know. Maybe that's why it's not working for me. So if there's any comments before I sort it out, please, somebody just go ahead. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think I can't record, but I'll just show you how to go about recording. Sorry. So if you want to record, you've got a number of tools here on the side. You could take we have elements, we have text, we have brand, we have uploads. So under the upload, you could have a pre-recorded video if you like, or you could record yourself. So that's I can't because I'm recording this meeting and I can't do that at the moment. But this is basically how you do it. You go through uploads and then it gives you the option to either record yourself or you upload a video that's existing. So this is just like an example of what I did yesterday. Sorry, just quickly. It's just let me just skip to it. It's not showing the sorry. It's not really helpful, I'll say so, but it just gives you an option to add or upload. So, upload files, let's try. We're uploading this, for example, this. And then you record yourself while presenting it. I can't do the recording at the moment. So, with Canva, I don't know, is there anything you'd want us to touch? Anybody, please? As a teacher,
Not at the moment.
what do you want us to see? Huh? What do you want to see us do with Canva?
I said not at the moment.
Okay. So we have elements like the shapes, basic elements, and then we have elements like graphics if you want to add. But just make sure if you're on the free tier, you can't access a number of this. Those ones with these little crowns, you can't access them. Then
Sorry, you can't
this is a free version we're
you
using.
can't
If you
access
want
what?
using Canva, it's free only to some extent.
Okay.
Yes, it's only free to some extent. So you can't access not everything is you can't access everything, but you can basically, just make do with what you have and create your lessons as much as you can from it. It also has this okay, let's Okay, I think I've reached the video limit for this month, so I can't create a video. But if you want anything or if you have the subscription, you could just use this AI tool here to generate the kind of content you want. So I'll say I'll just stop here with the Canva and try to just go on the other ones. I think I find them more interesting, really. So the next thing we're going to cover would be the book creator. With this one, you can create a culturally relatable story you want the kids to learn. You can add as much visual as you like. So I'll just try to share a little project and then we'll see how we're going to create something like that. So with this is book creator, you're able to craft your own stories and add in um, relevant visuals as necessary. So we've got an example of something I just did. Let's try to see through. It's just really like very basic, but it's up to you to, it has the option of also letting the book to be read rather than the reader read, go through the trouble of reading. You could make it just speak through the book for you. So I just have an example of a book I generated. Sorry about the
Chapter 1.
yeah, so something like
Long
that.
ago, in the peaceful village of Cura, where the
Don't mind the
harvest
pronunciation.
carried the smell of fried kosai and the call to prayer echoed across the dusty plains, stood the small yet lively Alcawerai Primary School.
So I'll just stop reading. I know it sounds annoying, but this is something I just crafted. So we'll go through how to make like a book out of this now too. So we'll go back to so what you're going to do in the free tier, you can create up to 40 books in this with the book creator. So I go in the library. What I do is I add new book. It allows you to add in templates as well. Or if you have an already existing book that you want to modify, you go through this import PDF. So we have a number of blank books here, but we've got templates as well. So if depending on what you want to create, so we have an example of okay, this cookbook, you have a yearbook, and then you have if it's a notebook you want to develop for the children, or a kind of workbook for you. So let's just go with this okay, you can also create a textbook. It gives you a template. Let's see. So here all you have to do is click here or click on the elements you want to, the feature you want to change. Okay, the ultimate, let's say my book of numbers, let's say. So I'm just trying to just let's move this one down. Let's shift this one down a bit. So if you want to just move around, you just click and then hold on. So we've got like, okay, an example of the cover page. Then if it's a chapter, let's say, I'm just trying to something like that, so you can, okay, try to shift this up and then you edit this as you see fit. And then let's move to so this, gives you like a template of, you keep adding as much as you want. And you can also, if okay, you've exhausted the number of pages, you're on the 5th page, what you do if you want to add is, let's view this book as is, and then let's add media. Let's add a template. If you want to add another page, if you're out of pages. So since it's a textbook template, I'll just type my textbook template here. So it asks you, is it the textbook chapter template you want? Is it the textbook content template you want? Is it the cover page? What do you want to add? So for us, we're going to add the content, but for this one, it's not available. It's we've already exhausted the free tier as well, but you have another one here. Okay, sorry. So I'll say for the free tier, you can't exceed, I think, more than 5 pages. If you want more than that 5 pages, then you have to subscribe. But the good thing is we're trying to make learning as concise as possible. So I think it's okay to have just 5 pages a book. You know, it makes reading less cumbersome for these learners. So after that we could add in images if we like. So you can add an image, you can choose from your files or from your computer. Let's see. So it's added, so you could okay. So that's it. You can't edit, you can't change the size based on this. So that's basically that. Someone please volunteer. Let's create a book, please. Can someone volunteer? Let's create a content for them. Anybody? Olumia, we can create animated video using Canva, but the thing is using the free tier. You can do all this with your phone. So I don't know, maybe we could just have one volunteer to try one of these things on their phone. Let's share the screen and see what happens. Anybody, please? Can I have a volunteer, please? I don't know. I don't think, am I making sense actually? Does it seem like I'm making sense? Anybody,
You
please?
mean share our screen?
No, if anybody
Share
can
the screen.
volunteer, we could give us a concept so we can build on it. Or if you can try to, okay, do the steps on your phone or your laptop, then we'll share the screen and see. Just anybody, please. Or am I not making enough sense?
Can we do over it?
Sorry,
Can we do over it?
we can't hear you.
Can we do over it?
Sorry, I can't hear you. What were you saying? Sorry.
I
Okay,
was thinking we could
okay.
go over it.
Okay, should we go over the steps again?
Okay, because I wasn't thinking when I was in this.
Okay.
I just arrived.
Okay, so I said the steps to creating a book. What's this? What's wrong with this screen? Okay, for you. Okay, I'll stop sharing and share again. Can you all see the screen now? Can we see the screen now? Okay. So I said with the book creator, you have an allowance of creating up to 40 books. up to 40 books in the free tier. So, and in the books, you can also have, libraries, a collection of different books. So you either create a library, or in the library you only have up to 40 books per library. So you create new book, you add in a template. If it's a blank book you want, like with everything from your idea, or you could use an existing template. So if it's a photo book you want to create, if it's a fiction you want to create, if it's whatever, you're able to select and then you customize eventually. So we created let's say a fiction now. So you can edit this cover page, add your name, add the title, and then you're able to add up to 5 pages of content. So including the cover page, you have 5 pages. So it means you have 4 pages of content. So you're able to edit this chapter. You edit the subtitle. So we could just quickly go through the content I have already. So let's say you want to, write something about honesty, let's say. So chapter 1, this whole lot, you can edit this whole lot by clicking on it. It opens up, you clear it. So I'll just copy my existing text and add. Let's say something like this. You add, done, you have it there. So you could move around the page, locate and place the feature anywhere you want it across the page. Then you add in another template. So here you could add a picture. To add a picture, you delete the existing one in the template, and then it gives you an ability to upload file. So I'm just making do with just random pictures I have. So let's just add something here. Then you can also edit here again. So, but one thing about using this template is, for example, this image here, let me just paste another, yeah. So using the template, one disadvantage of it is you can't, change the size of your image. You can't crop in or crop out just simply because you see the signs of these things locked. You can't change it. But if you want, you can just create a book afresh from your own template. Let's take a new one. So let's create a landscape book. So let's add image, sorry. Let's take a picture again. Open. So you see, this one gives you the flexibility of increasing or decreasing the size of your image and then moving it around, placing it anywhere in your page. So if you want to add text by the side, we could say, okay, so you can have this, you move it around as well. So if you want like a larger body of text, sorry. So you can add as much text as you like here. And that's it. So that's basically about that. That's the cover page. So you can add as many pages as you like, but up to as not many pages. For this one, for that template, you have up to 5. And for this as well, let's see if you can go over 5 templates. Okay, it's letting us do that. So you add the number of pages you want here, and then you add the elements you want to put in the page. You can't just type here. You can't just type here on this page like this. You have to add in if it's a text element you want, if it's media. So let's try to add shapes and icons. So you see, you add anything you like here. So it makes it kind of flexible for you to create any kind of content you like. You could add files, or if you have a video already, you could embed maybe a YouTube, a YouTube video. Let's try to. Okay. Let's copy the link. Where were we? Okay. So let's see. So you see, it allows you to embed videos in your learning, and it lets you place the video within. Sorry. That's a bit loud. But like that's how you play around with these things. You could add not just video, you could add any file you like. And then the templates, of course. If maybe it's like a review page you want to add. So you click on that and then you maybe after reading, but I have to upgrade to access this particularly because I've done too much. So you see the rates of the subscription. But the good thing is you can, take advantage of as much as you can without having to subscribe. That's the good thing about this, some of these tools. It helps you like even in the most basic of ways. Should we go on? Are we okay to move on to the next hello?
Yes,
Is it just me?
yes.
Sorry. Or can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I
Hello.
can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can
We are
hear
with
you.
you. We are with you. We can hear you.
Okay, I'll go on. Sorry. So the next tool we're going to look at is the gamification. It has this it allows you to add gamification elements to your work. It's called Wayground. You're able to create some quizzes, and you're able to make it in form of turn it to games. And after you finish creating your quiz, you're able to share it with your pupils or their parents. They use a code to access it. So I'll just give you an example of something I created, and then we'll go through. So let's say okay, it's an English essay. I'm just playing around with the same body of content. I've been doing that. So it asks you, let's preview. I'm coming. Okay. So let's preview. It provides you the text to read by the side, and then it asks you the question. So let's start. You play as a student. So it gives you option of, okay, do you want to attempt the quiz, or do you want just the flashcard aspect? So let's go with the flashcard. Let's practice. So you give them an essay they read through, not an essay, what do you call this thing? A comprehension, let's say. They read through, and then maybe you want them to know facts around that piece of content you give them. These flashcards are really helpful. So if you flip, it shows you, okay, the answer of what you're looking. Okay, I know, or I'm learning. You select. Let's try again. Okay. So this is how this works. So I'll try to just go back, and then we'll create We'll create a fresh quiz for us. So we create a resource. So if it's like a math thing you want, you have the option, you have the templates here. You select the subject you want. If it's a science-based resource you want to create, if you want to change the grade level, at what level do you want this grade 3, let's say, okay. So these are the skills. Let's try this out. So we're talking about matter here. So it gives you an option of the kind of some questions you can ask, possible questions you ask. And then you can, if it's a presentation you want to generate about matter, it gives you the resources. If you want to create interactive video, it gives you that allowance to do so. And then if you want to create flashcards, to make learning easy for them to know the facts. So these are all the kinds of resources you can. So let's try this assessment. Okay, let's try the presentation first. Then you choose what kind of template suits you. So we have this one with 19 slides. You have this one with 3 slides. So depending on how simple you want to present your work. So let's try this one. So what's matter? It's you start now. Did it open in another window? Okay. So it's as you share it with your learners, you give them an access code. They can you share this link with them, and then you give them an access code or this QR code. So what is this? It's talk. It's supposed to have read out the content for us. Let's try another one. Let's start now. So if you change the grade level here, it changes the topic for you that's relevant to that specific age group. But as well, you can also create your own resources. So you can upload your own content by yourself through here. If you have if you have it on your device, you select from here. If it's on Google Drive, you select from here. So let's go back again. Let's try maths. Understanding fractions. Introduction to fractions. It generates a whole lot of resources for you. You don't have to, go through the stress of creating, but you can also edit one of these templates, anyone that suits your class. So I'll just go ahead to share this, assign this link to you, and then maybe you can try it on your end. Let's see how this works. Let me copy and then share this link in the chat so you can just try to access. Let's see how this works. What's the chat window? So you can enter this code on the screen here. So please, let's try out to see so that we'll have an experience how this works. If you create the quiz or the material, you have to share with your pupils or their parents. So is the link working for anybody? Has the link worked for anybody? I've dropped it in the chat window. Has it worked for anybody? Has the link worked for anybody, please? Oh, okay. So you can just go just play around and attempt the quiz to see if it works for you on your end. But this is an example of an existing quiz I've created. So for the reading passage, it lets them read the passage. It's here by the side, and then it asks them questions. So if they click on a question, if they pick the wrong answer, it shows them it's the wrong answer. Let's try to. Okay, you see, it tells you it's incorrect. So it asks you to, okay, to attempt again. And let's try to. So at the end of it, it gives you like a redemption question to try to redeem yourself. So it gives you an idea of what you did wrong and what you answered right, what questions you answered wrong or right. So it's giving you like redemption questions to attempt what you did wrong. Let's try your correct one. Truth, So it shows, like what like how much you've earned it's how would I even say, like, as a sort of motivation. It tells you, okay, what you've done right or wrong, and then it shows you how much coins you've been able to acquire playing the game. So that's one important aspect of the gamification, is to improve learner motivation while they are learning. It shouldn't just be all work with no play. So I think some people are saying the sample quiz we sent out worked for them. So let's just quickly recap. If you want to create a resource, what you do is on the home page you create a resource, and this library, it holds the number of activities you've created. It keeps track of them for you. So you select create resource. It gives you the option to select the subject area you want. You select the grade level you want to create the resources for. And as soon as you're done, okay, let's take this for example. Let's go through from start to finish. Place value is what we're going to select, or you have algebraic thinking, you have fractions and decimals. So it's up to you to choose the kind of topic you want to cover. So let's go with the place value. You select a template. So if you want to preview, like before you send it out, you can see how it looks before you send it out to the pupils. So yeah. So let's try to play as a student. So preview as a student. So this one created just an assessment or a quiz. So let's just pick a wrong answer. Let's say, okay, let's pick 4, slide 4, submit. Let's see what it says. We can read and write whole numbers inspected this and then what from this and this. Why does it matter? So this one, it allows them to input some texts here. Mahmoud, please admit some people in the waiting room. Place value blocks are shown for this and that. So you should let's just write let's try a wrong input. Let's see what it says. So let's try to end this now. Save and exit activity. So it just gives you, the allowance to preview how the work is going to look before, you send it out to the learners. So you preview as the host before you send the whole material out. So if you're done, you could also create like a worksheet rather than have a video. That's, we have problem with internet access sometimes. Data is expensive. So you can just create this and download it as a worksheet. So so as you can see, let's save it and then you can come and access it later. So you can have it in the form of a worksheet. That's away from the computer where you can just print it and then share with your pupils. So I don't know, is there anything you want us to try to do again with quizzes? Is there anything you'd want us to try out, please? So I'll just drop, I'm going to share the resources, of course, where the step-by-step guide of doing these things, via your emails after the session. But if there's anything you want us to cover now to just play around with things, we could quickly do that before we move on to the next two. Anybody? It's as if I'm just alone doing this thing. Please, let's try to, someone, please.
Um, okay.
Okay, somebody just dropped a chat, not really. So are we all good to go? Should we move on to the next two quickly?
Background
So,
structure.
so
What are you saying?
I said yes, we can move on.
Okay.
We can move on.
Okay. I'll just try to. Sorry, there's a bit of a noise. Let me try to open the other. Okay. So the other one, the other material we have, there's an underlying problem we have as Nigerians. Most of text to speech features in many apps, or the accents, the English accents for available in most text to speech tools, do not have the Nigerian accent. I think I'll say we're very underrepresented in that respect. So we've just got to use the few accents we can possibly relate with. So for this final tool, it's the natural reader. It helps you embed text to speech in your material. If you create a storybook, for example, you can use the natural reader to embed text to speech where you don't have the people go through reading all the time. They can just play the audio and then it reads through for them. Since every child has a different learning style. So I'll just try to share this my screen again and then we'll see how natural reader works. So with this one, you're able to, is my screen up now? You're able to select a number of accents or English English accents you want for your document. So let's check the free ones. No free. Okay, sorry. What am I doing? Okay. Let's try autolingual. So you have a number of voices. If you want a female or a male voice, whatever you want, you can select from here. And then it allows you to either directly type in your text or you upload an existing document or an image. So let's try to type in a text from the text I've been using. Let's see. So you paste your text and then you click play. I've ex Okay, I've exceeded my daily limit, but the thing is, it's an let me just try to use the PDF I downloaded. Sorry, I think it's still going to work for us. Okay, I'll stop sharing this one and just share the existing documents I've already made. That's one thing about, sorry, what is this thing? Okay. So if you click on the read aloud,
Koskikia, Unyasti. Long ago, in the peaceful village of Kora, where the Hamatan breeze
sorry, okay.
carried the smell of fried kose and the call to prayer echoed across the dusty plains, stood the small yet lively Alcohol Primary School. Among the pupils were Aisha, Sunny, Rahila, and Danladi, four spirited children who loved to chase each other between neem trees after lessons. Their teacher, Malam Musa, often told them, Gaskia Tofi Kobo, truth is worth more than 100 coins. One afternoon, as the sun began to soften and the shadows grew long, the children wandered toward the Kora, the sacred grove near the village stream. There, half hidden beneath a cluster of tall guinea grass, they spotted a small, beautifully painted hollow god, the kind used by Fulani women to store milk.
Okay. So that's just something for this one we're able to we're using this language, but this one is what I use the natural reader to do. So it's the accent from there. But we have a number of one. We have Ezine. Let's try with that one. Let's see.
Milk. 1. Gaskia Tofai Kobo. Chapter 1. A cocoa, Aisha exclaimed. But why is it painted in gold? As Dunladi reached for it, the god began to tremble softly. Then it spoke, in a voice as light as wine through millet stalks, only the honest may carry me. Lies will awaken the spirits of the grove. The children leapt back. Rahila whispered, this must belong to
So I think
someone
I'll just stop
thoughtful.
here. We don't have to take the whole day listening to, the accent. It's kind of a bit annoying. Olumia, sorry, what have you got to say?
All right, thanks, Fatima. So I wanted to ask, yeah, I know this is the book. Is this the book creator we did the previous time?
Yes.
All right, so you're pairing the book creator with this accent from the other one you just showed us.
Yes.
So it's like we can get the voiceover from that one and put it into this. Is that
You
what?
can if you want, yes.
All right. Thank you. I just trying to clarify. Thank you.
So you either do you can also upload an image back to Natural Reader. It's able to read through the symbol for you. So if we play, okay, I still can't play here. Sorry about that. But this I had it saved a few days ago, so that's what I have here. But I bet if somebody can just try out with their accounts now, since you just or let me just try to log in with a different account to see. Um, let's log out. Try again to log in with a new account. Log in or sign up. Okay. So let's try adding in an image. Let's see how it works. I believe the free tier should work for me now. Oh, it still says in your start. Okay. So can somebody just volunteer the account for us? Just try on your end. Let's see if it works, please. I'll copy the. Can anybody do it, or are we just fine like that?
Yeah, we're fine. I actually intend to try it out later.
Okay, okay. Any other person, please? So this is I just shared the link to Natural Reader. You can just try to open it now and explore. Let me drop the link to the Canva too. Sorry. So I've dropped the links to the pages. Anyone can just try out for us, please. Are we okay to? Has anybody tried out, please?
I tried the book creator and it
Okay.
says it won't work on my phone.
It won't work on your phone? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, I'll try
Uh,
to edit the. Okay, no, there's for a phone, you're going to have to. Have you used your browser to access it?
yes. It says device not supported. It
Device not
works,
supported.
yeah, it works on tablets, laptops, and desktops. You need a device with a larger screen.
Okay, okay. Is that what it says for the book creator? What about do you find it in the App Store or Play Store?
Okay, let me
Try to see, yes.
try to see.
Any other person, please? Any volunteer to try out, please?
Still trying, but it says same thing as it says to him for him. So I need a larger screen to
A
be able
larger
to
screen
access.
as well. Okay. Have you searched your App Store, Play Store for the app?
That's what I'm trying to do for now.
Okay, okay. So everybody, I hope this thing is a bit. I'm not a teacher really, but I hope it's a bit helpful. Okay. So going forward, we're going to have like a proper instructor to carry out this whole thing. Okay, thank you, Lillian. Has anybody succeeded with Canva or the quizzes? Quizzes should work perfectly on the phone. Has anybody tried that out?
I think the Canva works.
The Canva
Uh,
worked on the
yeah,
phone.
I
Okay.
downloaded the application.
Okay. What about the quizzes? That's way ground. So as we're waiting, please, if there are any observations or what areas you want us to touch in the next coming tutorials, I will be. Yes? Any observations, please? What areas do you want us to? Yeah, I haven't done much,
I just
just
want to
to
ask
this. Okay.
the link you sent to, are you going to send them to the group so we
I
can,
didn't quite get you.
the
Uh,
links you sent?
yes, they're going to be in the handbook. I'll share the handbook with you, the step-by-step
Oh,
guides to doing all this.
okay, okay.
Yes. I'll share the handbook. Okay, if you fill in the end of event questionnaire, we drops the link. We're going to use your emails from there to share the materials. We just dropped a link for a questionnaire. So as soon as you're done, we're going to send the materials to you to that email that you supplied in the form. In the form, please just feel free to tell us what we should do better, what areas we should improve on in the training. This is the first one, and I'll say it's a learning curve for me too. But hopefully we get to engage, instructors from the next training going forward. We're going to, yeah, engage some instructors to carry out the whole training and everything. So please, if you have any observation, please, we need this. We need to make this thing work. We need to make it better, the presentation and everything. And even the handbook, just let us know what you want us to include, what details. Anybody, feel free to just chip in, please. Unmute yourself and speak.
Well, I think
We can't hear you.
hello.
Hello, yes, we can hear you now.
I think so far so good.
Okay.
Hello. Yes,
Okay.
so far so good. It's quite explanatory, and the links you sent, I think it's quite basic and easy
Mm,
to understand.
okay.
So I'll try it out later. So
Thank
maybe
you.
along the line, if we experience any challenges or we observe anything that needs to be added,
Yes, thank you very much.
we'll give you the feedback.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Any other person, please? Just unmute yourself
I
and
just
talk.
want to ask, is it okay? Can the kids attempt to use it on their own,
For
like
example,
creating the book?
yeah, if they're, I'll say kids are quite tech savvy these days, tech savvy these days. So I think you'll be surprised they'll be able to create things on their own. It gives them, giving them that sense of control, I think would also motivate them to stay interested with learning. It keeps their motivation. So if you have the device or the access, you can just let them go ahead and try to create things from their point of view as well. It gives them the control of how they want to learn. outside the classrooms, apart from following the roots method of learning, they can come home and experiment. It's very okay. Any other observations or comments, please? Okay, I think she's dropped off the call. Any other comments or observations, please? Madam Anna, have you got anything to add to us, please? What do you want us to improve on the delivery and everything? Please feel free to criticize.
There is no criticism, although I did not join the class at first due to some network issues, but I really enjoy the classes, and I'm certain with more practice and engaging or more time, people will do better. But people are doing good for now.
Okay, thank you very much.
I
We'll try
really
to, and the
appreciate it.
YouTube video will be available to the YouTube recording of the whole thing. And I think as somebody earlier mentioned, these tools are quite, straightforward. Sometimes all we need is to just know about them. You understand? Yeah, the tools are quite straightforward or self-explanatory to a large extent. But it's just that sometimes we don't know these resources or tools exist. That's the thing. But if you know about them, then it's easy to take yourself through and feel free to play around. And then we hope maybe along the line, hopefully we'll try to, grant access to like grant free access to some of these resources. Hopefully we're working on that, how to make this some of them. Like for people that engage with our tutorials and everything, we'll try to get access for you people. So we're not restricted to, no subscription issue along the line. Because I understand it's not easy paying that those they may seem little amounts, but if you're going to have to use up to 4 or 5 platforms, you realize you're spending up to like 50K on just accessing those things. But if we're able on a large scale to acquire access, would be able to grant you that. We'll be happy to share with you people eventually. Do we have any comments, please? Yeah, Lillian, they're user friendly. Yes. Just tell us what you want us to do better, what you want us to include, what areas do you think we should cover? Can you just drop it in the chat box? Like, what tool did you find most interesting all through this? Or what tool do you think would be very more helpful to you? Just drop in the chat box. You don't have to talk. Madam Sylvia, anything for us? Okay, Lillian, thank you very much. Like a graphical explanation of the steps, is that what you mean? Lillian, I just wanted to clarify. Is it the graphical explanation of the steps of using these tools, or is it within the tools itself? Okay. Okay, I get the on the book app, I see. I think that's just I was just trying to give like a basic overview of how to use these tools. So it's up to you how you decide to use it, how much elements you want to add into the book. Thank you very much. Any more observations, please? Um, okay, thank you. Mm. Madam Z.
Well done, Miss
Can you read
Fatima.
for us?
I'm really impressed with this and I'm happy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You're a book creator, your story, like you're a creator. So I hope it's helpful for you.
It really was actually, and sincerely, that's one of the challenges we are having in our schools now. Like the kids we have with special challenges. So the teachers have difficulty addressing their issues. Instead, we keep repeating their classes. So at a point, some parents would just have to come out and say, this isn't the problem of my child. My child is not weak. If we
Mm.
can't address their challenge, then we'll have to change their school. So, but with this you're doing now, it's going to be really helpful. So the teachers just need more awareness on what to do and how to go about it.
Yes.
I'm really impressed with this sincerely.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I apologize all of you for, it's the first time. So for the hitches in communicating, expressing the whole, the process. But we'll get better. We'll get better at it in the coming sessions. And if you want us to add more tools, as time goes on, we'll add more tools. We hope to hold these tutorials like once every month. So if you want us to go over this again with better explanations and better graphics, just let me know. Or if you want us to move ahead to some other new tools, feel free to just let me know, please. Oh, Lilia, sorry about your network. Aisha, thank you very much. Just seeing your comment. So I don't know what
I
fruit
think
you want
I
to.
think it would be better to take time, maybe repeat the sessions again, and
Okay.
hopefully we'll probably be able to be more practical and apply it.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. And I think as you said, we should have please let's try to volunteer and then have maybe 2 or 3 people walk us through their experience. We'll try to be hands-on next time. I won't just be the only person that's sharing my screen. If it means if you're using a phone or a laptop, we'll try to see how to work that out. So we'll have 1 or 2 volunteers to try out as we're doing. Thank you very much for
Yes,
that.
yeah, maybe sharing like with the preparedness, what we should expect or come to the session with,
Okay.
so that yeah, people know
I was going to
what to
suggest that
expect.
too.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. That's noted.
Thank you
Please
so
just
much.
help
Thank you
us fill
for a
in the form.
wonderful session.
Sorry?
I said it was a very fruitful session. And even we apologize for not participating enough. But we'll do that, and then next time we'll know that I actually didn't prepare to do it because I assumed it was just going to be theory. So if we knew it was going to be practical, I would have participated. And so, but next time we'll get everything that is needed to do it along with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm saying about Luca, I'll try to add in a bit about Lumi, you said. We'll try to leverage on as much tools as possible. Thank you very much for that recommendation. Olumuyiwa, are you there? Are you here with us? Olumuyiwa? Okay, I think he's dropped off the call. So in the absence of any observations, just feel free to please fill the survey we dropped in the chat box, please, and then put in your emails there, and through it will send the materials, resources for you. As suggested, I think it's going to be better prepare us for next time. So we have hands-on experience. The learning would now be like, both ways. I won't just be the person talking. We could have your input as well. And then we'll see if there are things you try to explore on your own before coming to the next session. Because I think it's going to be important for people to see things from different perspectives. You try out your from your end, I try from my end, and we'll see how it all comes together. There's always something to learn from each other. I've dropped the link to the survey. Please feel free to just chip in your comments or observations there to make things better. Nafisa, I've not heard from you. Anything for us?
No, no, I actually joined very late. I had a
Oh,
class, so
oh, sorry about that.
I really don't have much to say.
Okay. Thank you for joining. So I saw, okay, I'm seeing this Zoom user. I don't know who that person is. Zoom user. How Wakulu, do you have anything for us? All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. I'll try to send the materials. There's something I didn't touch on in the materials. There's a section of um inclusive design strategies. I don't have to go through it, but if I share the material, I'm sure you're going to have a go by yourselves through the guidelines or strategies to keep learning inclusive for it to serve the purpose for your different learners with different abilities. So just basic principles like using one idea per slide, the use of visuals over text, use of clear fonts, and then avoiding the use of, shouty colors or, too bright colors. And yeah, I think that's it. Just very basic principles that, should know better as teachers. And these tools, as I say, is not necessarily for children with special needs. It's applicable to even your neurotypical students or pupils because it's going to make learning more motivating for them. So in the absence of any more comments or observations, any more before we just drop and end the call? Okay, Hawa, thank you. Okay, I think I'll just start thanking you all. Madam Anna, thank you for joining. Aisha Ali, thank you. Hawa, Sylvia, Zainab, Nafisa, Mahmoud, Hawa, again. Umu and Zuhriya, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for taking your time to join in the session. Hopefully, we're going to make the next one bigger. All this came in such a shorter notice, but you people still pulled through. You showed up. Hopefully, we're going to have a larger audience, and then we'll have a mix of instructors, not just me, my boring face and everything. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll hope to make things better in the coming sessions. Thank you very much.